Good morning and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. My name is Ranj. It is Saturday, April 10th today. Right now, presently, is the Belarus soccer game streaming live. Slutsk versus Vitebsk. Vitebsk did have an early lead, but Slutsk just recently tied it back up. So the score presently is at 1-1. But that's Belarus. Like I said, you can watch these games streaming. It's great. Yesterday I said, watch Belarus with your morning coffee. That's what I'm doing. So anyway, we're going to be talking about these Nicaraguan games that are happening tonight. It's match day 16 of 18. But before I get into that, let's discuss how I did match day 15 of 18. Overall, match day 15 of 18, I went 3 wins, 1 push, and 1 loss with my bets. First of all, the early games. Yeah, the early games, Las Sabanas tied Jalapa. That was my push because even in the show I picked Las Sabanas, but I did mention put money onto the tie, and that's what I did. And so I consider that a push because I lost the match, but I still won money on the tie. Managua beat Ocotal 2-1. I had Ocotal plus 1.5 points, therefore winning that. The one I lost, I had Chinandega plus 1.5 points, but Diriangen can beat them 3-0. Then I had Walter Freddy beating Real Madriz, which they did 4-0. And finally, I had Juventus Managua plus 1. They were taking on Real Esteli, and that turned out to be a draw, 0-0. But because I had the extra goal, that plus 1, that's why I won money on that game. So match day 15 of 18, 3-1-1, not bad. I'll take that every match day if I can. Let's discuss today's match day 16 of 18. At 6 o'clock tonight, 6 p.m., we have Jalapa taking on Diriangen. I love these matches because they're both plus numbers. Whichever side, you don't have to pay the juice. Jalapa is the underdog at plus 154, and they're at home. Diriangen plus 126. Jalapa is ranked number 5 currently. Let's jot that here. Diriangen is ranked number 2. Okay, Jalapa has an overall record of 6 wins, 4 draws, 5 losses. They are 2-1-2 in their last 5. Diriangen, 9 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. They are same, 2-1-2 in their last 5. Now, the last match that Jalapa had was a draw versus Las Sabanas. And I don't think nobody scored that match. Okay, that was 0-0. The last one for Diriangen was a win versus Chinandega. And that was 3-0. Yep. Let's see. The key players to watch. Now this part I love because and now that you're able to live stream all these matches, I've in the chat yesterday. It was yesterday during the game, the Belarus game, which I lost. Let me grab that really quickly. Okay. Yeah, yesterday. Okay, here I am. Yesterday, Neiman Grodno and yesterday, Neiman Grodno and Belshina in the Belarus League, they had a draw. What I lost because I picked Neiman Grodno on moneyline, but I did man, during the stream, I saw some of my viewers. I appreciate you guys more than you guys even realize. You keep me going. You keep me going. Anyways, I saw some subscribers on the chat, and I called out. I said, "Watch for Gigam Kadamayan," and I said that yesterday in my show. He's the Armenian. I go, "Watch for Gigam Kadamayan on Nimagrodno, and for Belshina, watch for Leonid Kovel." And if you look at yesterday's Belarus program or my video, check back. I said, watch for those two guys. Both those guys scored. How great is that? I nailed it. So that's why here, but there was a little confusion yesterday because in the chat, I'm like, watch for that Gigam, the Armenian guy, Kadamayan. So, and then people were like, who the hell is he? Who's he? And the jerseys have all the Russian lettering, so you can't tell. So I had to put, he's number 7, and same with Leonid Kovel, same thing. They're like, who's he? I forgot his number. I think it's like number 10 or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna start doing that for these games since you watch them live, and Spanish and Russian, and just to separate confusion, I'm gonna do my best to put the numbers to the players. For Jalapa, I mentioned it before, his name is Gabriel. He only goes by Gabriel, but his last name is Cohel, C-O-H-O-E-L, Cohel. He has 4 goals on the season. He is number 9. So when you watch this game tonight at 6 o'clock on Liga Primera, well, I don't see, this one's also, this Las Sabanas Managua. Managua's number 1. So they might get that slot. They can't air both games streaming live. So one of these 2 games, they're going to be streaming at 6. This game is at 8. So this game will follow. But if it happens to be this game, Gabriel, look for number 9 for Jalapa. And over for Diriangen, like this, they have a few players. They have that Bernardo Loriero. But, yeah, that's a mouthful. Bernardo L'Oreal. But look for Danilo Zuniga. Zuniga is their star. He has got 5 goals on the season, on the Clausura. Okay? He is when he played for Walter Ferretti last year, and he was number 7. I'm assuming he just carried that with him over to here. But when he played for the national team, he was number 18. So I'm not 100% positive. His jerseys, I think it's number 7 though for Diriangen. So there's the players to watch for. I love that part. I think I'm the only one that does that too. Like you can see predictions and picks from Indian Cowboy. I love John from Rickett picks, but his is a quick 2 or 3 minutes and you got the pick. But so he doesn't go into detail, which is great, which is fine. But Indian Cowboy, he'll spit on for a 10-minute spiel about these games, but he doesn't. Who puts the stuff on the board? Who puts the info on the board? Ranj does. Who mentions the key players to watch? Who tells you where to watch it? Ranj does. And I don't have a Patreon. I'm not asking you to pay me money for these picks. I do this because I love your subscriptions. I love you guys, and I love this. This is my passion. I live for this stuff. I wake up for it. It's my new thing. So, sorry I go off on that tangent, but let me keep going with what I do, what I love. Okay, the extra talent on Jalapa, we have 0 national players and 6 foreign. Now, I got a little gripe about this in my research because I always go to Transfer Market, and to find out the extra talent. Transfer Market is saying there's only 2 foreigners on the team. But then you go to Soccer Way and you pull up the roster, you can count 6 different flags that are on that roster. So, I'm just going with the real deal, what's on the roster. They have 6 foreigners, despite what Transfer Market says. Okay, over for Diriangen now, they have 5 national team players, clearly more talent there, and 7 foreign. Okay. The last 3 head-to-head matches. Now here, this gets a little interesting. Okay, because we have chronologically back in September 14th, they had a 0-0 draw. Okay. Then on November 9th, Diriangen won 2-0 at home. Okay. And most recently, on March 8th, that was like a month ago, 0-0 draw. All right. Now, I love Jalapa. They're the lemon lime green. That's lemon lime team. That's what my daughter refers to them. But they're not the only one. Also, Las Sabanas also wears lemon and lime, yellow and green jerseys. But I like Gabriel. However, Diriangen's a better team. However you look at it, better in like national and foreign talent, like their team talent overall. This guy, his stats, he's better than Gabriel. They have a better record. I know Jalapa's playing at home, but I have to take Diriangen. I gotta go with the sensible pick. And it's still plus money. You're still getting, the plus 126. That's great spread. If you want the draw, which it could be, notice the last match between them was a draw. That's at plus 184. That pays out the best. If you nail that, I can't stand it when it's a draw though, unless I'm taking the spread number. The spread is like a half a goal. I don't even bother. If it's a half a goal, why bother putting it up? Just go with the money line. You can't win by you can't make it half a goal. It's either a goal or no goal. So that's pretty much just pick 'em if it's a half a goal. Unless, unless you got something going on with like a big discrepancy. Like, we'll get to that. But anyway, on this particular game, I'm taking Diriangen. And as for over-under, it's set at 2.5, the total. We have an under, an under, an under, an under, and one over. So I'm going to go with the under 2.5 goals on that match. I can't wait to... Well, I don't think that one's going to be publicized or streamed live. I think Liga Primera is going to probably stream this one because Managua, they have all that. Let's get into it. Let's get into this. 6 o'clock, Las Sabanas, number 9, is hosting Managua, number 1. Las Sabanas, 2-5-8 on the season. That number 9 is out of 10. There's only one team worse than them, and I don't, right off the top of my head, I don't know, but I do have it. It's, no. Who's worse than Ocotal. Ocotal is worse than Las Sabanas, but, number 9, they're not much better. But it is what it is. Okay, their last match was a draw versus the other lemon lime team. I watched that game. At the beginning, I didn't know which team was which because they both wear the yellow and green. However, in that game against the draw versus against Jalapa actually wore like a orange with black, I think. Or it could have been the other way around. Yeah, Las Sabanas. Las Sabanas wore orange. Jalapa wore the lemon and lime. Wore the yellow. I watched that game live. It was great. I love it. That draw was 0-0. That game was not exciting, but it was something to keep in the background, kind of like this game here. Let me check the score on this Belarus game. It's still at 1-1. Sluts Couture and Vitebsky. It's still 1-1 over there. Okay, the last match for Managua, of course. Their last 5, their 3 wins, 2 draws, 0 losses. And their last match was a win, of course, versus the last place Ocotal. Nothing to brag about. Okay, and they won 2-1. Okay, now players to watch. Over here for Las Sabanas, we have a Ricardo Mendieta. Mendieta, he's not. I mean, they don't have like a star. Mendieta, he's got 2 goals. He's number 11 when you watch if you watch this match, which I think this one's going to be the one streaming. For Las Sabanas, look for number 11. He may score. Over here, like I said, Managua's got so much talent. I could go on and spill out, 3 or 4 numbers, and I don't have the space, time, or any of that. So I'm just going to put their star, their highest scoring guy, Pablo Gallego. He's got, check this out, 7. The guy from Walter Freddy, though, Villapando, he's got 10 now. He's at 10. But at second place with leading scorers is Pablo Gallego. Keep an eye out for him. He is number 9. His jersey number. His jersey number is number 9. So keep an eye out for number 9. As for others, they have Las Sabanas, other talent on the team. They have one national guy. Happens to be Ricardo Mendieta. He's the national player on their team. But they have, I counted them because I don't trust Transfer Market, 6 foreign. Transfer Market says 1. What? Yet you go through, they have Colombians, they have Brazilians, they have, I think they have an Argentinian guy. They have 6 foreign guys on their team with the Transfer Market. And because like in the title, it's right here. Who do I got? Las Sabanas. Look, I'm going to show you real quick because it kind of irks me. Transfer Market, that's not a good one to show you. I'll show you what I do. Jalapa, the Transfer Market, and the... Did I throw them all away? Oh, here it is. Here, look at this Jalapa now. Transfer Market. I know you can't see this. It's hard to show in the... But national team players 0, which is right, I guess, for Jalapa. Okay. Over here, foreigners 1. But then, if I didn't print it, but if you pull out the roster from Soccerway, you can count all the different flags, and they have 6. And that's why from now on, and the one, look, they list 1, Day, same age as me, 45 years old. I don't even think, he's not even on the active roster. I don't even know why. So, Transfer Market's touch and go, I guess. They're good for some things, but overall, I'm going to start using Soccer way more as a resource. Sorry, back to where I was. Managua, 7 national team players and 5 foreign. Well, according to Transfer Market, 5 foreign. With the likes of Carlos Felix, he's fantastic. He's from Mexico. Cristiano, he's from Brazil. Pablo Gallego, I think he is a national player though. I think he's a Nicaraguan. Anyway, the last 3 meetings they've had together. Okay, chronologically, we have back in. Look at that. Las Sabanas beat them. In September, they beat them 4-1. That game though, that match, I think there was I think Cristiano might have been out with the red card. That could have been something else. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. Okay, then in November 9th, Managua took them out 4-0. And then most recently, on the March 8th, they won 4-1. Killing, look at those scores. What's the over? Over 2.5 is at 105. But then look at how much they went over. Boom, big over in 4 Las Sabanas. But then their last matches they've had against other opponents, 2-1, that's over. But this 0-0, that draw against Jalapa, that lemon lime nightmare, that is the only under on the board. So as for over-under, I'm taking the over at -105, which isn't that bad. Now, for picking the side of who's going to win, I have to take I got to take the top dogs. I got to take Managua. Even though the past couple times I went against them with Ocotal with the point, and they won. This is a half a point. Las Sabanas gets half a point, so I don't. If I was to take Las Sabanas, it would be money line plus 230 at home, but I don't think that's not gonna happen. So I have to I'll pay that little juice. I'll pay that juice. I got Managua winning this. Watch for number 9, Pablo Gallego. Number 17 is Cristiano. Carlos Felix, I believe don't quote me, I want to say he's number 10. But I know Cristiano, because he's one of my favorite players, is number 17. Pablo Gallego, number 9. Okay? Finally, the last match of today, Saturday night. At 8 o'clock, we have Juventus Managua taking on Real Madriz. And Juventus Managua comes in ranked number 7. I don't have space over here, but they're number 8. Real Madriz is number 8. Juventus is at 4-5-6. 4 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses on the season. They are 2-1-2 in their last 5. Real Madriz 4-2-9. They are 2-1-2 in their last 5. Okay, Real Madriz is a huge underdog at plus 320. Juventus is the favorite at -196. I'm trying to see what's going on with that game over there, but I'll get back to this. So, yeah, Real Madriz on the road, plus 320. Let's see what happened the last games. Okay, there was a draw for Juventus Managua against Real Esteli, who is a much better Real team than Madriz, and that was 0-0 draw. Nobody scored. I'm sure that was an exciting game. This one was a loss to Walter Ferretti, and this was not an exciting game either because Walter Ferretti pounded him 4-0. You know, and that's why they got that big plus 320. But let's keep going. Okay. Now the player to watch for Juventus Managua, he's a young boy. He's like 19. His name is Junior Artiga. Now Junior Artiga has 4 scores on the Clausura. That's the Clausura. I've mentioned this, and I can't do it every single time, but there's Apertura was 2019. That's the first season. The champs were, I think, Real Esteli. Clausura is now. That's what you call these 10, or I'm sorry, 18. Is it 18? Wow. Yeah, 18 match days are all Clausura. Okay. So during the Clausura, he has 4. Okay, and he is. Junior Artiga is number 14, I do believe. Now I tried to look these. That's not easy because even the images, they always show the front of the guy. They're not going to show unless you see. They wear the numbers on the shorts too, though. But Junior Artiga, keep an eye out for number 14. This game will air because it has no competition. You know what I mean? These two are same time slot, so I'm not sure which one of these two they will put on, but this follows. This is at 8 o'clock. So Junior Artiga for Juventus. Their home color is yellow, but yellow doesn't show up good on the whiteboards, and they do have some like red accents, so maybe they might be wearing red. Anyway, Real Madriz will be wearing blue tonight in this game. And over there, you want to look for Ulysses Rayo. I mentioned him every time. He's by far their best player. He's got 4 goals on the season, and he is number 10, Ulysses Rayo, their star, okay? Their shining hope. As for other talent on the team, they have 5. Juventus Managua has 5 national team players and 7 foreign players. Okay, and Real Madriz has 2 national team players and 8 foreign. Ulysses Rayo is foreign. I do believe he's from Argentina. I didn't write it down, but I think that's what I remember from my research. The last 3 meetings they've had together, let's see, in chronological. Okay, we got September 14th, Juventus won at home 3-0. And then November 9th, there was a 1-1 draw. And finally, most recently, on March 7th, there was a 0-0 draw. So a draw, the draw is at plus 280. I know it's hard to read this one. Plus 285 if you pick the draw. And look, the draw has happened the last 2 head-to-head meetings. And there was a draw for Real Stelli's last match. Oh, hear that music? That means it's the start of a new Belarus game. That means the Sluts game is over. Probably ended in a draw. I'll have to check. I'll check that after. But, and what's coming on next after Sluts Couture Sluts? Okay. Coming up at 9, right following this game is for, I hate crossing over with the Nicaraguan and Belarus, but this live action, live. Coming up here is Torpedo Zodino, Torpedo Belaz Zodino versus Energetic BGUs or BDU, which is the, Belarus State University. So check that out on BelarusFootballFederation.com or .com, the channel, Belarus Football Federation. You can watch that game live. Okay, and that's followed by Gorodea and Dynamo Minsk at 11. And Gorodea is I got a big upset with Gorodea. They're plus 3 something. I got them money line. But anyway, back to this. Picking a side for Juventus Managua versus Real Madriz. I have to take the hot hand. I got to go with, not the hot hand. They had a draw. But Real Stelli's no joke. I got to take Juventus at home. But, yeah. Now this one, because they're minus 196, which is gross, I am going to take here we go. For minus half a point. If they cover half a point, minus a half, it brings they're at minus 169, which is a little less damaging than money. It's, you might as well go there. You're spending less to make your $100. You understand? And then if you want to take Real Madriz plus a half a point, meaning if it does end in a draw, you win. That drops it to plus 149. Now that's inviting too, because now that opens up the possibility of, like I said, look at the draws. They've had a couple draws. Their last game was a draw. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put money on the draw, and then so Rangers, I'm gonna put money on the draw, and I'm gonna take Juventus to cover half a goal for at minus 160. I hate that. I don't like doing anything over when it's like minus 150. I don't like doing that. It's, you know, the odds. Yeah. But I'm not taking Real Madriz. They're horrible. Except for Ulysses Real. So, but I will take that draw at plus 285. That's a better pick than this, in my opinion. But I will take, for the sake of taking a side, because draws, I don't take a draw solo. That just never works out for me in my history. So, for that, I'm taking Juventus plus or minus a half a goal and the draw. As for over-under, it's set at 2.5. We had a under, an under, over, and an under. I'm not taking the over or the under on that game. I'm going to use that half a unit instead, put it on the draw instead of taking an over or under. So a quick recap. I got Diriangen, money line to beat Jalapa in Jalapa, and I'm taking the under 2.5 goals in that game. I'm taking Managua, the top dogs, to go and beat the shit out of Las Sabanas. They will too. Managua's tough against these, you know, against the lower 5 teams. Managua, I might take them on a, what's the thing on there? Look, Managua, minus a half. It drops that to minus 112 if you want it. That's minus a half. If you want over here, if you want to get a half a goal here for Las Sabanas, if you're a fan or something, that's senseless. Now you're paying. Now you go to. You might if you're a Las Sabanas fan, take them money line. That's stupid to take a half a goal. I don't know. There's your options. Do what you want. I'm taking money line, Managua money line. I'll pay that juice because they're gonna win for sure. And I'm taking the over because I think they're gonna whomp them. I think they're gonna win by two or three goals. And finally, at 8 o'clock, I'm taking Juventus Managua minus half a goal over Real Madriz, and I'm putting half a unit play on the draw. I'm not taking the over under. I'm not taking the total in that game. So there you have it. I rambled on a little bit this morning, but you know, it's a lot of soccer today, a lot going on. Gather your information. This is my daughter wanted me to let you guys know, this is Catwoman doing the monkey bars that we have outside, because my little girl, she can almost do the monkey bars the whole way by herself, but when she gets toward the end, she needs that extra oomph to swing her feet up. But anyway, that's Catwoman doing the monkey bars. Adorable, isn't it? So, thanks for watching. I appreciate my new subscribers. I'm still stoked that I'm over 100. That's great. I checked this morning, I was at 105. I gotta turn this Russian off. And anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. I love those subscriptions. Hit the thumbs up. I love that when you guys pound that thumbs up. I'm active in the comments. You got comments, questions, remarks. You want to call me fat and ugly, that's fine too. I'll take a negative comment. That don't mean shit to me. Whatever. Still, just subscribe, keep watching. I like the views. So go ahead, leave a comment. Hit that bell, because after these, we have some more. Tomorrow morning we have more Belarus action. That I think I'm going to do one of those games with John from Ricket Picks. And we have 2 more games from the Nicaraguan League that are happening tomorrow. So click that bell so you can get these videos as soon as I make them. And yeah, thanks for watching. Good luck on these bets. Watch the games live. I'm telling you, it's nothing like it. And I'll see you next episode.